did it. It's not loading anymore.
Can you check? All right. Hey guys, I'm just gonna wait for a couple of minutes. Can you guys confirm if you can hear me real quick? If any of you watching, just put in the comments if you can hear me. I'm just gonna wait for a couple of minutes. Can you guys confirm if you can hear me real quick? If any of you watching, just put in the comments if you can hear me. All right, perfect. Just give me like 5 minutes. I'm gonna just wait for a few minutes, so that just for people to hop in or whoever wants to join, and then we'll go. For a few minutes, so that just for people to hop in or whoever wants to join, and then we'll go. We're gonna start the class in like just 5 minutes, all right? All right. Okay, I think we have 10 people. That's enough to get started. All right, guys, super excited. It will be recorded, yes. This class will be recorded because it's already on YouTube, so it should be automatically be recorded, and it's going to be on my YouTube channel. All right. All right, so let's get started. We're going to be going through the class here. And you guys, if you have any questions, please put it on the chat, and then once I'm done, I'll go through with all the questions and make sure that I answer all your questions. Okay, so all right, so number one, I'm guessing that we'll go through. I mean, there's so many things that we can go on about Thinkorswim, obviously, right? But I'm gonna be doing the basic stuff, not just the basic, but like the things real quick that I do to really get on track really quickly. Okay, so for example, when you open your Thinkorswim, right, charts will look like something like this, and if the charts don't look like that, right? So I'm actually gonna make it look like the way it was by default. So I think I have it here. I'm gonna make it look like the way, you know, when you first start open Thinkorswim, okay? Load style. I don't know. I don't have the default style that I used to have. Let's see if I can find it. Daily. I don't have it. Okay. Well, I do not have the default. So we'll just go through and I'm just going to show you how to make a chart look like this. Okay, make it all clean. So what you do is you click here on the settings and then undergo appearance. So your chart probably looks like this. Something looks like this. It has lines behind it. Okay, and then probably like these are all checked for you. So your chart looks really, it just has lots of lines. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to go here and then go to appearance and make sure that under here your grid is checked off and these fills are all checked, so it will show up all filled candles. So it's going to look something like this. I'm going to make it 1 minute. Okay, so basically your chart is going to look cleaner. Before there were lines before, so you simply go in and go to appearance and just remove it. Okay, so the chart looks cleaner. Secondly, while I'm here, I can just show you can right click on any of these and then remove these moving average lines by just simply clicking here. Okay, all right, so we're going to go through one by one all the ones that we're going to be doing. So the number one is how to draw trend lines quickly. Okay, so how to draw trend lines quickly. So what I do is I simply click wherever I want, I click on it, and then I click on the second where the pivot is and I click and then the chart is drawn. One more time. So I click on the top and then I click bottom and boom, done. Now what happens is that in some people, in some trend lines, your trend lines might not make the whole way. Okay, so to do that, you want to go to edit properties and you make sure your left extension and right extension is turned on. So right now it probably is. When you do it, it looks like this. Sorry, off. Okay, so when you draw a trend line, it looks like this. Okay, it doesn't, when you draw it, it just looks like this, right? When you draw it, it looks like this. When you draw it, it looks like this. However, when I draw it, right, I make sure these extensions are on. That way, when I just click on it, extensions are on, and also at the same time you save it as default right here. That way when I click on it, look, it just creates the whole line. Okay, and that's how I'm able to just draw quickly, like that's it, done. So I find support and resistance, right, simply like this. Another thing about drawing the lines is that if you click the mouse control or the mouse wheel, you're in the mouse wheel button, it will open up this drawing tool. Okay, if you don't have a mouse wheel, if you have a laptop, you can simply do it here as well. So you can simply go to drawings and then go to tools, and these are the tools. Okay, however, I just click simply here my mouse wheel and boom, it opens up. Okay, and then you see this $sign. So if you click on $sign, and then it will create a line and it will put the dust value as well where you draw the line. So we're gonna do a game here real quick. Okay, so I'm gonna clean everything out. This is a 1 minute chart. Okay, and I can just simply click and then drag and it will zoom in. And if I just double click, boom, it creates a line. I double click, it creates a line. I double click, it creates a line. So it easily draws it really quickly draws my support and resistance. Okay, so you see easily, as soon as I'm gonna zoom here further, and I can see that there is support, there is resistance here. So if I double click on it, it automatically will tell me what price their support is, And then I can zoom out, and if you look here, it held support really nicely as well. And then if I want to draw a trend line, I just simply click my mouse wheel and I go to this trend line, and then now I can draw a trend line. Okay, I can draw a trend line anywhere. I can draw straight, or I can draw vertical, whatever I want. Okay, so that's number one. I'm gonna go to the second one. However, does anybody have a question on this cleaning trend line? Make sure if you have a question, if you don't understand something, I know it's kind of confusing, and I cannot just explain to everybody because everybody might have different questions. So just put your questions onto the chat, okay? And I will make sure that I answer your questions, okay? So here, this is how you draw a trend line. Okay, so now second one is that how to have clean charts. So actually I already went over it, but I'll just go over more cleanly here. And if I have, let me see. If I can make it dirty, so then I can clean it. Time axis, appearance. So here, let me see more appearance. So your chart might look like this, okay? Chart might look something like this, So you see, it's just not as clean as compared to what I do. So what you go do is you go here, you go to appearance, you uncheck the grid, and then it's up to you whatever you want the background. I personally like black, okay? And then you fill these up. Now here's the difference. You see how cleaner it looks all of a sudden? Now if I want to remove these lines, I go here, I go to price axis, and then I remove the rollover lines, and look how completely clean it got all of a sudden. Okay, and then I can do simply my technical analysis with this. I want to see where support, so there's support here, so it gives me the price. I simply right click really quickly. Anywhere I see there's resistance here, right? So I click on it, I see resistance here, I click on it, and it draws me a line. Then I see support here, I click on it, it draws me a line and tells me what price. Then again, I click here, boom, done. All right, so that's number two. All right, so number three is that some cool tips and tricks. Okay, so the number one trick that I mean, it's not a trick, but it's something very important, is that every time I click here, another chart opens, right? Then I click game, a game chart opens. Then I click neo chart opens. Okay, however, for some people it might not work. So for you, maybe it's possible that because that's how it's standard by default. So when you click on it, nothing happens. When you click, nothing happens. Okay, and the reason why nothing happens is because you see how there's a red link here. So that same watch list needs to be red as well here, the link. So now it knows this watch list is connected to this because they both are red. So if I click on it, it goes. Okay. The number two trick or tip is that if you have multiple screens, you can simply detach this, and then it will open up second screen, and then you can open up another stock. For example, you can open, and then you can make it different color so that they're not connected anymore. And then you can have two different stocks. So you can have multiple screens and you can have two different stocks, or you can have 4 stocks, 5 stocks, 6 stocks, or whatever. Okay. Somebody asked a question, if I can get an account with Thinkorswim, do I need to open? You have to open an account with TD Ameritrade. Once you log into your TD Ameritrade, there will be a link to download the Thinkorswim software. You cannot have a Thinkorswim software before having an account in TD Ameritrade. Alright, guys, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel if you guys are in it, just so that I upload Thinkorswim videos all the time, all kinds of stuff. So make sure you subscribe that. doing that, second thing is another cool tip that I like to hear. So you can have a scanner. I have created a video on how to make a scanner. So it will automatically show you all the top stocks that are popping up that day. And then you can simply sort it by, just click here and it will give you the top stocks that are moving just that particular day by simply clicking the top part. Now, if you want to see the stocks that have the most volume, which means that the stock that have the most number of people watching it that day, the most famous stock that day, simply click the volume on top and it will sort it by the top. So game was actually the most volatile, the most with the most volume today, followed by PLTR and then NIO. Okay, so you can sort it the way you want it. Okay, now here's third thing is that how I send orders. Okay, so I have something called, I'm going to show you. So when I want to buy something, let's say I buy here and I see this trend break, I simply find out what's my stop, and then I look at the difference. So there's about $1.50 difference. I already have templates created. I simply go and look for $1, and it automatically puts my buy order, puts my stop below support, and also puts my target. And then I can always move my limits up on top. So here I don't even have to do anything. I go through directly from the charts. I'm gonna post a video of that link of the video how to set this up and how to set these orders. Okay, and the way, I'm gonna put it under the link because it's a long video, but it's a game changer. So I don't have to put anything. I don't have to do anything. I simply go and look. So right now I'm risking about $180 per trade. Okay, so every time I get in, I want to make sure I don't lose more than $180. So I simply find what's my risk. So it's about $1, so I should buy 180 shares. So I simply click here, fine, I already have my templates created. I simply click $1, it puts my stop right below $1, and then it buys 180 shares. It automatically knows because I've made templates on it already, and automatically puts my buy order, automatically puts my stop, automatically puts my limit orders. That's it. I don't have to do anything. I can just go to work. That's it. I'm done. And imagine and then all you do is just move your limits up on top so that if the stock when it goes up, you take profits along the way. And look what happened. I mean, amazing game move, right? So you just move your limits or as long as wherever you want to take your profits, and your stop always stay the same. So I have made a video on it on how to do it. It's a long video. I'm not going to go through it right now, but it's a game changer for me.
I'm willing to risk 10 cents, and these days I'm willing to risk $80 per trade. So I simply right click, hit buy custom, and I have templates created already that if it's 10 cents, I should buy 800 shares. So it automatically calculates for me 800 shares for a 10-cent risk, and automatically puts a stop for me to right below this area. And then I can always move
you guys can
targets way up. So I would normally
can you guys is it better now or is it the same?
Right at the high of the day. And then I would take.
Is my voice echoing?
Goes up, and then I put my final.
I'm sorry, guys. It's the first time I'm doing it, so
I end up making
there's a video playing in your
and then lose way less. Now the cool thing about it is that it automatically calculates my shares, and I never ever lose more than $80. For example, I see this good wedge breakout. I want to buy here, and my stop is below if it breaks this level. So the distance from here to here is 15 cents. So I simply go right click, buy custom, click here, and I have 15 cents for $80.
Okay, guys, I'm just trying to check out my voice. Okay, I see it. I found it. Okay, I got it. Okay, there was a video playing behind because I was trying to look up the video for you guys. Okay, I think we're good now. Okay, cool. Alright guys, so alright, make sure you check out the video on how to do it. I have sent since I played, it automatically goes. So let me see if I can send you guys the link again here on how to create orders on it, okay? Really quick. Where I found the video, I'm sending it on the chat here. Alright, so I sent a video on how to create orders. So I simply go and click buy custom. I simply look up $1 and boom, I don't have to do anything. I'm not looking up, going to active trader, you know, I'm putting in my stops, or I'm finding out, okay, how many shares should buy. I'm not clicking anything. I'm just really quick. I have my stops already, so I'm always never ever losing money. Okay, and when I lose money, I lose very small, and when I make money, I make very like a lot. So for example, like for example, like my P&L today, like Neo was very small, a loss, which was I got stopped out right at here. So I traded Neo and I got stopped out. I traded Neo here, and I got in here and it came down and I got stopped out, and then it went up huge. So sometimes it happens, but still, nevertheless, you know, when I'm in it, but the one that worked out, I made a lot more. Okay, and I actually ended up, you know, $1,000 without even risking a lot of money. So that's what I'm trying to say is that, you know, if all I do is if I look up what's my risk. So for example, another one, let's just do another trade. Okay, for example, Fubo, right? So I see there's a really nice trend. There's a really nice trend break here. So I want to enter here. I look up what's my risk. So my risk is about 44 cents. If as soon as I draw, if you notice, it calculates the risk here on that box. So it says 45 for 50. So about 50 cents. So all I do is right click, buy custom, and I look for 50 cents. I already have my custom, and it buys 360 shares. So if it goes down, I'm going to lose $180. Okay. And then what I do is I increase my limits up on top, you know, wherever it wants to go. As long as the stock's going, I keep increasing my limits. Okay. And then I take profits. And then imagine, so loss is always small. And if it goes down, you immediately get stopped out. You never lose more than what you're willing to lose. And that's how I'm able to always keep my losses small. Okay. And when I catch a big winner, boom, $1,000 easily. Okay. So this is something, a game changer for me. Since then, I have not had any losing month. I have losing days, but I've never had a losing month. It's been like 18, thank God. And I keep improving myself. You're always improving, but that's how it has really helped me. And since then, it's been just an amazing journey. So I highly recommend you do that. All right. Second, let's see what next one. Trading. Okay. So now one thing that I love about it is that here, so let's go to the daily chart. Okay, so you see how there is a really nice this is a resistance or support. The stock went up, came down to the same area, and then went up again, right? So at this time, when the stock is already doing this up, I want a text to come to me when the stock comes back down to support so I can buy it. I don't want to watch it all the time. So what you can do is you can simply, wherever you want the alert to come in, let's say the stock is trading right now at $65, and you want Thinkorswim to tell you, hey, whenever the stock comes down to 56, which is the buy area, alright, that's where you wanna get a text. So I simply right click here, and there's an option called create alert. So I put a cleared, and it says, okay, if it comes back below $57 or $57.66 or whatever, I hit create, and it creates a mark. So whenever a stock comes back down here, you will get a text. Now, what you need to do for the first time is that you need to go to setup, application settings, and you want to make sure your notification is set and your phone number is here. Again, I'm going to show you one more time. Setup, application settings, and then under notification, make sure you set your email up and you set your phone number, okay? And then hit apply settings. Once you do that, you will always get a text as soon as the price hits. So you end up don't changing. Because of that, I've stopped chasing stocks, because now I just wait, I know I'm not gonna miss it. I get a text right away when the price hits that level. All right, so it's something really, really cool. All right, so Jamal asked me, do I trade from charts or from active trader? I trade completely from charts. I do not even open it. That is why I've made that video. I say it again and again. All I do, okay. So one thing, as a tip for a trader, the number one thing that you need to do is you need to remove emotions out of your trading, okay? As much as you can, you have to remove the emotions out of your trading. Now, obviously, if I'm trying to do from active trader and I'm trying to type the numbers, right? I'm trying to do, I'm trying to, figure out, okay, how much, where should I sell? Where do I do it? I'm going to be too emotional already, because I'm already in trade. My money's on the line, okay? So what I have done, I've already created my templates, okay, and I already know my risk. So I'm never ever I know if I enter here at the break, right? So here it is, right? For example, AMC, when I see this, so here's what I'm doing. Oh, let me just give you a real-time example, okay? PLTR. I alerted this in the chat, right? I alerted this in the chat, guys. Watch this trend forming. I alerted this, and I entered right here. Okay, so as soon as what I did was I was watching this, it was like this. Okay, so if I draw completely clean, okay, so I was watching this, and it broke. As soon as it broke, I knew okay, if it comes back down here, that's how much I'm gonna get stopped out. If it comes down here, I'm gonna get stopped out. That's it. Okay, so all I did was I went here and I clicked. I found out how much I was risking, about 30 cents. So I simply click here. I went buy custom and I went 30. Done. I'm done. It automatically bought 600 shares automatically for me. And if it were gone down, I would have lost 180 bucks, because that's what I'm risking right now. And then what I did was I just increased my limit. I kept increasing. I took some profit, okay, and then I kept increasing. I took my final profit here. Okay, I took my final profit here. I still have a swing trading that I'm doing. That's a separate account. I'm already also swinging. I have calls that I alerted on the chat as well, right? But that's a separate account. But this is just for day trading account. And I still left tons of money. Unbelievable. I just left tons of money on the table. 600 shares. If I just let it go, it would be about 3 grand. So that's a separate story. But I didn't do anything, right? So that's how I'm quick. So all I did was I found my risk. Okay, boom, simply right click, buy custom. I went in and I saw my risk and I put in 30 cents and boom, done. Sometimes what I do is that's what I do. Sometimes what I do is I put right click and I have 30 cents ready. Okay, I have ready. Then what happens is that I have my order ready, but price is here. So right now stock is moving here. So I'm not gonna get filled. As soon as it break, all I do is just move it up here and boom, done. I get filled, done. Okay, and let's say sometimes what happens, you get a fake breakout, stock breaks and it comes back down inside, and then you get caught like a deer in the headlights. You're like, oh my god, what happened, and the stock goes down against you and you're right deep red. It does not happen to me, because if it does break out and it comes back down and fails breakout and goes down, I'm gonna get stopped out right here automatically. All right, so I'm never crying, oh my god, I got screwed in my stock, oh my god, I took a huge loss. I'm never saying that, because I always risk management is a number one. So when I'm going in, I'm always making sure when I get in, I'm not thinking, oh my god, how much money I'm gonna make. I'm gonna make huge money. I'm gonna get rich. No, that's not what I'm thinking. I'm thinking if I get in and the stock doesn't go my way, how much I am going to lose. That's what I'm thinking. Because if the stock does work out, I'm going to make money anyway, right? So why do I care about that? I know this is a good setup. I am getting in. I know that's gonna work out, right? So I'm gonna make money anyway. So I'm not thinking about how much money I'm gonna make. I'm thinking, but what if it doesn't go my way? I'm looking for my back end. Okay, that is how I'm able to keep my losses small. So this is the number one key. All right, so let me look up another question here. All right. Do you have a question, guys? Do you guys have any questions? I'll keep going and I'll keep adding, showing some more stuff to you guys, because there's just so much. But if you guys have any particular question, you know, I can go on and on with Thinkorswim. But if you guys have, it's not gonna resonate with everybody. So if you guys have a particular question, how can we set this up for swing trading? Okay, so okay. Okay, so ORTK. So I'm actually going to go 1 year. Okay, so this is a daily chart. Okay, if you guys look at my swing trading, I talked about that I'm entering here. Okay, let me just go one by one. So this is for example a swing trading. Okay, so I'm gonna actually show you the swing trading, a live example. I'm going to my Discord real quick. All right, so PLTR, here it is. I said, guys, I'm gonna get in here, okay, and I'm expecting a big move up here. All right, so I talked about this, right? But this is a swing trade because I don't expect to happen right away. I will take few days. That's why it's a swing trade. And then, guys, here it is. Here it is. Happened today, right? So now you want to swing trade it. So what I do the same thing. So let's say it broke out here, right? So you want to enter somewhere here, and if the stock comes back down, you want to get stopped out. So let's say this is a good area to get stopped out. Okay, so because if it's going to come back down, it's going to break the support area, it's going to come back down. So I want to put my stop right here. So I simply go and find out from here to here what's my difference. So this is about $2.50. Okay, so again, I have my templates created. I simply go and look for $2.50. So you see how it automatically put my stop right below here, and then I'm gonna buy 72 shares because it's gonna be a big difference. And then immediately I get all, and then I can move my limits up on top wherever I want to go. So again, same thing for swing trading as well. There's no difference in swing trading or day trading. The only difference between day trading and swing trading is because of time frame. Time frame in day trading is very smaller, and on the swing trading is bigger. That's the difference, right? Swing trading takes months or days. Day trading is a same day thing. How can we set up this up for? So same thing, okay? How can we? Exactly the same thing. There's no difference between day trading or swing trading. It's exactly the same thing. All right. It's just that you do for swing trading, you look at bigger time frames. So you look at daily chart, right? Daily chart. How can we set this up for swing trading? This math, I don't understand. This template for 30 cents and stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna answer you how math works. Okay. So let me open up real quick. I'm gonna show you. All right. So in order to understand how to calculate the number of shares, first you need to understand risk management. So the way risk management is that you always need to know how much money you are going to lose if you are wrong. That's the number one thing. Okay, so you need to be able to find a number that you're comfortable with. Okay, let's say that you're okay to lose $100. So if you're wrong, you're going to lose. So you're risking $100 on a trade. Okay, so first we get that. So I'm using $100 as an example. So I have made this calculator here on my Excel. So if I'm buying 100 shares, if I'm losing 100 shares and I'm getting here at $26.50, so let's say I'm getting in this area, you know, it broke out here in this area, right? There's a trend break and it broke out, and I want to get in this area, and my stop loss is 24.40 and my entry is 26.39. This is where I'm entering, right? So I need to calculate how many shares I should buy here. So if it goes down and hits my stop loss, I do not lose more than $100 in a trade. Okay, so the difference between here to my stop price, so first I'm going to find the distance. So from here to here, there's a distance of $2 exact, almost $2. Okay, so that means if I have $2 here, if my risk is $2, I can buy, and my risk is 100 and my stop loss is $2, so I can buy 50 shares. Okay, I can buy 50 shares, because if I buy 50 shares and the stock goes down $2 below, I'm going to be down $100 and I'm going to get stopped out. So I'm not going to lose more than $100. But if it does work, it did go actually about $6 today, right? So you would be up around 350. So your risk is always limited. Okay, but your reward is always going up. Okay. So that's how I calculate. So what I've done is I've created this calculator, and the way this works is that, let's say your risk is 100 and your stop price, you know, the difference between the entry price and your stop price is, let's say, 10 cents, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to divide 100 divided by 10 cents and you get the number of shares. Again, 100, if you have 15 cents, then you're going to buy 667. If your risk is 20 cents, then you're going to buy 500 shares. If your risk is 25 cents, then you're going to buy 400 shares. So you see, every time there's different amount of shares you're buying. But since I've created the templates already, I don't have to calculate in the middle of the trade. I can simply put my templates and boom, done. I don't have to remember this. I just have to do this for the first time. And I have created a video on how to do that, which I put in the chat, okay, on how to create it and do everything from the start. Does that answer your question on how to the calculation stuff? Question is, Faisal Rahman, what point should we get in the trading after we see your trend in Discord? Okay, Zain, let me answer your question, and then Faisal Bhai, I can come to you. So let's say that I found my risk here. I'm risking here. I'm buying here, and my risk is about $2. So I could simply click here, buy custom, and $2. So it's going to buy 90 shares for me, and then I don't have to do anything. I simply click here. That's it, done. I don't have to do anything. I just put it here wherever I want to sell. Whatever the price I want to sell, just move my limits. That's it. That's it. I'm not clicking anything. I'm not going in. I'm not typing on my quantity. I'm not doing anything. Okay, simply here. However, you want to make sure your auto send is clicked on the active trader, because if the auto send is not clicked, if I move it, it will ask me for a confirmation, and then I have to click again. Every time I move it, it will ask me for confirmation. So you want to make sure your auto send is on, then it doesn't ask you for confirmation. How is determining 23, 22, 45? I don't get that question, sorry. What point should we get in the trading after we see? Okay, so what point should we get in? I would like to, okay. First of all, you have to practice. Okay, the way you practice is that there is an on-demand feature here. You simply click, okay, and it will take you back in the past, and you can go anytime and just set up the time here, and it will move real time as if like it's trading. Okay, and then you can practice it. You can practice and trade with fake money. Simply click on demand. I have made a video on that too, on demand. It's just like real trading. You get fake money and you add everything. Okay, and then you can put enter. Let's say I'm gonna buy here. Look, I'm gonna buy here. I bought it, and then it's just gonna go and look, I have shares, so you can practice it. I have made a video on that too. I'm gonna look up that video actually, and I'm gonna send it to you. And I have also done a live video on how to get in. All right, so now let me just show you anyway. So let's say that I send you a screenshot. I send a screenshot of bingo actually today, right? I send a screenshot of bingo. So let me just do here. Let's do a live example. So bingo trade alerts, and then I alerted 2 stocks today, and they both went amazing. They both worked out. Okay. However, let me show you. Bingo. Okay, so I alerted this. So I send out this trend forming. You see this? You have to be able to draw trends, by the way. You cannot do it. You cannot just copy me. I'm not here to just like have you copy me and stuff. I'm trying to teach. Okay, but the only way to teach is but at the same time I have to show you what to do so that you can actually do it by yourself too. But here it is. So all you do is I draw this trend. Okay, here it is. I drew this trend. So, and then I said bingo entry at the break. Okay, so here's what's happening. Stock is going. I sent you alert here. Okay, so it's already going. I sent you alert here. So it's already, I sent you a screenshot, so it should look like this at that time. And then the stock is moving. Stock is moving. So now you see how, so each candle is 1 minute. You see how much time you have. I alerted before. I said, guys, if this break is gonna go up, so you're already, I gave you so much time. I did not give you alert, guys, buy now, and the stock is already gone by the time you look at it. No, by the time you look at it, it's already moving, and then all you have to do is when it breaks, that's when you enter. So what I'm gonna do is, so now let now it's moving, right? So I'm like, okay, it's gonna break. Okay, broke. Okay, now I wanna see it holds outside for a second, because what if it comes break and it comes back down, then it's not really a break. It needs to hold. Okay, so now you see how, there you go. So it's holding. So now it's holding. So what I do is I simply find out my risk, and I calculate my risk. So my risk is from here to here. My stop loss is always going to be the support, the next support, which is this. Okay, this is my stop loss. So I look for here $9, and then there's 20 cents difference, 20 cents. So I simply click and buy 20 cents. Okay, and then look what happened. I want you to show. So let's say the stock went up. You don't chase it on top. Wherever it broke, you put your limit here. So you see how it bought 900, is buying 900 shares, right? So now watch. So now you did not get filled. It's coming down. I did not get filled here because I put a limit order. So price was here at that time 934, and I put a limit at 922. And then look what happened. Boom! It came down. You get filled right here, okay? And your stop is here. Now you can go to work. You just put your limit and you go to work. If you're day trade, if you're working, and this is amazing. You don't have to do anything, okay? You just did it, and now you just go to work. You already have your stops. You already have your limits. You can move your limits up and top if you want. You know, take more profits, okay? But look what happened. Boom! All of a sudden, you get your limit automatically filled. You already took some profit. Look, boom! You get another fill here, and you're working. You're not even watching, okay? You're not even watching. You're just working. You're doing your thing. Okay, and then let me just move it all the way here. So look, so your stop would be here, and then final piece you got here. Maybe you can hold it all the way down. It's up to you. Whatever you want to sell, it's up to you. But you see, I did not do anything. You can just simply put it here. Okay, I'm doing all the work. Like, guys, I have spent thousands and countless of nights here to make this. Like this, I've done so, like, nobody teaches you this. Whoever teaches you charges you like thousands of dollars, and I'm doing it for free just to help out people. Okay, but hey, that's it. So I used to work too before. Okay, when I wasn't doing this, I used to work. Okay, and that's what I used to do. So that's why I created this for me. When I see it, so that I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to think twice. All I used to do was just buy here. Simply look at my my risk. Okay, whatever, and then I just go. And then when I come back from work, either I see profit or loss in my account. That's it. I take a small loss. If it works, I take a big profit. That's it, and I'm done. All right. Does that make sense? Thank you. Now the sell part. How do you move? So I already showed you that, how to sell part. Okay, I understand the buy mat, but the sell or the red box, I don't understand how is determined to sell in what just. Okay, so what I do, okay, what I do is that I sell 1-to-2 ratio. So my risk is like, for example, here is 15 cents. So if I click buy custom, 15 cents. Okay, so now when I entered here, from here to here is going to be 30 cents. The difference from here to here. So what I'm doing is I'm doing 1-to-2 ratio. And now you can do whatever you want, but what I've seen is that, you know, stocks normally go like wherever you end, when it breaks from the distance of the stop, it goes at least 1-to-2 ratio. Okay, so I move it to my 1-to-2 ratio, but I made a video on it, and you can set up to whatever ratio you want. We can set up to whatever, you can set to 1-to-3 ratio. The way it works is that it works from your whatever your stop is. If you're risking $100, so you want to make at least $200, right? You can make more too, but you want to make at least 200. So what you do is, if you're risking 15 cents, you maybe take profits at 30 cents profit, right? So from the entry to 30 cents. Okay, and I've made a video, watch the video and explain it how to set it up. Okay, your sell orders. So now I want to show you actually. So here's what I mean. I want to show you guys that this is what I'm doing here is like life changing. So I want you to see this. Okay, so I send this alert. Okay, so all you had to do was watch, understand that when it breaks, you already need to have your ready, your orders ready, and then you just right click and buy. That's it, done, and just go to work. That's it, done. Okay, now the reason why I cannot tell you the exact price where to buy, because if you look at it here, let's say that if I don't send you this and I tell you guys buy here, let's say I tell you, hey, buy at this price. Okay, let's say that when a stock breaks, you know, and I enter here, right? So I enter, so at 27.12 for example, then I go into my alerts and I type, guys, buy PLTR at 27.12, right? At 27.12. Okay, stop loss is, you know, stop loss is whatever, this 26.75. By the time it's gone, dude, right? And then you're gonna be like, oh my god, once you enter, then people are gonna be like, oh, you entered, now you made your money, and now you're telling it it's too late. I told you guys when this was right here, so you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, at least 25 candles. So you had like 25 minutes for this to catch this trade. I told you, I predicted this move before it even happened. Okay, not after it broke out and then I'm telling you guys, no, like before. All right, so that's the power of trendline breaks. Okay, that's the power of patterns. So if you guys understand the patterns, you know, and I've done that work to you for you guys as well. I've put all the chart patterns here, guys, all the chart patterns, and explain it. Okay, so if you just go through chart patterns and then practice, that's all. You need practice on it. Any other question? How to manage money when auto trading to buy 500 Apple? I would need 60,000. Yeah, you would need 60,000. That's true. So I mean, I wouldn't buy 500 Apple first of all. Yeah, so I mean, okay, let me just show you. So my account, I don't know if it's okay, but my account here right now, so I have about like 60k, right? But if you see here, my day trading power is 2. You get 1 to 4. So even if I have 60k and I can buy 1,000, or I can buy 1,000 shares, not 1,000, but I can buy like, you know, whatever, 200 worth of shares. So it depends how much your account size is. If your account size is like way too small, you probably won't be able to trade Apple, man. Okay, you probably won't be able to trade Apple. But again, like for example, bingo, right? So for example, bingo, you buy here. So at this time, 15. So again, by the way, you can also trade options too. I don't personally trade options on day trading, but a lot of people do trade options because if they have a really small account. But you have to manage your risk. I don't teach options just because I know everybody say, oh, I made 100% on options. You can lose 100% on options too. Okay, it's just a marketing technique on options, and I do believe in some options a little bit, and I traded on swing trading. But if you have a small account, options do help if you know what you're doing. So you have to be very careful because you can lose 100% of your investment if you're trading options. So, but people, you know, they're trying to say, oh, look at me, I made 100%. Look at me, I made 500%. You know, of only with $100. Guys, it is possible if you hold it for like a few days and stuff. And yes, you can trade day trading. Like if you had bought options on bingo, yes, you would have made, you know, 100% on it, right? And then you would put your stop. So if you can do that, that would be great. I personally don't do that because I don't have to. I don't have to like count theta or beta, or I don't have to count anything. Okay, it doesn't even matter. I am always sitting on cash, right? So I would suggest you need to have at least over 25K to trade properly. Like trade properly for like real stocks, like not like, you know, trying to make money, you know, from like $1,000. Like, yeah, you can do that, but like you have to like learn. Doesn't stay in default. Okay, so good question here. So check. So here, what you do is you let's say you draw a line, it didn't go. You click on the line, you hit edit properties, and make sure your extensions are on, right extension on. Okay, and then save it as default. And then next time you do it, it's gonna work. Did that help, or did I go too fast? Okay, so if it says partially delayed, then you need to call your broker or your TD Magnet. They will just turn on in like a minute. Those happen in Discord, are they 1 minute? They are 1 minute. So here's what I do. So this is a little advanced stuff, but I have 1 minute chart, I have 15-minute chart, I have a daily chart, and I have a 5-minute chart. I have made a video on this too on how to do it 3-4 videos back on my chart setup. It will take you 1 minute to set it up if you want it this way. But the reason why I do it is because first I look at the daily chart here, okay, and it tells me the overall bird's eye view of Tesla. I can see Tesla is super bullish, okay, so this is great. Then I can see a 15-minute chart gives me a little bit more, but in the a little more magnifying. Then I can see the 5-minute, then I can see the 1 minute. So it gives me a bird eyes view of a chart. And that's how real traders trade. People show you just 1 minute. Oh, look at me, I did it. That's not how it works. If the stock is downtrending, let's say the stock is going down, IBM. All right. So you see how IBM is downtrending today. IBM gap down today, right? So even if the stock, you see how it's going up and up and up. Even if it goes up, eventually it will go down. Look, it's because the overall trend is downward. Okay, so you have to know the overall trend of stock to realize whether you're gonna go short or you're gonna go long. This is a little bit longer. You need like solid classes on it. By the way, guys, I am planning on doing classes, weekly classes for our members. Are you guys interested in that? Like how to just do just learn all about it. You have some MA lines in there. How can we set them up or change properties? Thank you. All right. So Ikarama, good question. Yes, patterns are 1 minute. Yes. So patterns work on everything. So it's not just that. So you see 1 minute chart. You see how there's a pattern forming on the 1 minute. Okay. Now look, PLTR on the daily chart. There's a pattern forming too. So the best, now I'm going to tell you the secret here. The patterns work the most. So you know why I call PLTR? What was my thesis on PLTR today? So PLTR, you always look at the daily chart first. So I knew PLTR was breaking the trend. You see this? I called it 3 days ago, guys. I called it here. 3 days ago, guys, I'm going to say, guys, PLTR is going to go. Okay, because it's breaking this trend here. So once it's broken, now it's holding outside the trend, so I knew it's gonna go. But today it's finally had volume. But you see, before there was no volume, so finally today had it volume, so it went up. Then I saw this trend forming on the 1 minute chart. So 1 minute chart is where you can perfect your entry. So I know I decide my thesis from the daily chart, and then I come into the 1 minute chart and see where so there's a pattern forming on the bullish pattern forming on the daily chart, and then bullish forming on the 1 minute chart. So it's a very good A setup, very, very high class setup. Okay. All right. Thank you, but those patterns recorded with you. You have MA lines. Okay, so I have MA. So I'm only, if you look at it, I don't use any MACDs. I don't use, guys, you don't, did you guys just not see? I predicted this. Well, I'm not like, oh, I'm not seeing that, oh, I know this and I know. It's just that I've seen this 1,000 times, okay? I just seen it 1,000 times. That's all why I know. All right, I'm not a guru or anything. No, I just seen it 1,000 times happen again and again. And you know why? Look at this. I knew this from this. I learned this from here. WKHS. You see how I'm going to show you. Exact same pattern. You see this? I knew I've seen this before WKHS. And look what happened after. It went up 100%. From $15 to $30. Doubled. Okay, at the breakout. So PLTR is probably gonna do something like this. Okay, here mRNA. I call everything, I call, by the way, in the chat. Okay, I call everything before mRNA, WKHS. Go through the chat. It's all there. mRNA called it breakout here. Called it here. Boom! It went up like from 77 to 100%. All right. So I just seen this multiple times. That's why I know. And any tips on Thinkorswim on phone? I'm on the go and use mostly, so lose or no. I say that please do not trade on the phone. If you want to trade on the phone, I mean, Robinhood is better, but no. I know it sucks. You cannot trade on the phone. I mean, if you want to day trade, especially, no, man. It's I mean, if you want to trade professionally, serious, right? I'm like serious. You know, I make a living off it. Like I wanna. If you are just trying to hit here, you know, do here. It's not going to work on the long run, because you know you may make some good trades and then all of a sudden one trade goes against you and you're on the phone trying to figure out what happened in the stock. You know, maybe like, you know, some, God forbid, you know, Joe Biden is, let's say God forbid, Joe Biden is going and he is in a crash, God forbid, right? It's just a huge news. President of the United States, huge news, stock plummets, everything's gonna plummet. What are you gonna do then? Are you gonna be like looking at your phone trying to put stops and stuff? No, things gonna flash. If you don't have a stop, you're done. You're done. You're gonna done for a long time. Okay. Oh, thanks, Zan. Appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, you know what? I don't mind or whatever. I kind of stay low as well, because at the same time I'm also trying to get better as myself. So, but I mean, I'm not worried about it. Whatever happens, it's gonna be great. But let's see what the next. So somebody asked for MA lines. I keep forgetting that. Okay, so what you do is you go here, edit studies, okay, and then you go moving average. It's called simple moving average. So you simply click here and then we'll come up here, and then I have 9 moving average. Then you just simply put 9 and you change the color to blue so that you have different. So I have 9 moving average, I have 50 moving average. So again, add in another one more. So then you go, you just click here and you put 50, okay, and then you put 200. So you add it 3 times. Okay, again, show you here. You go here, click, and then simply just look for simple moving average. Okay, or you can look for a VWAP, whatever you want to add. Okay, any whatever you want. So simply go edit property here and then you just add. Okay, did that answer your question? With on-demand classes, what's group sessions? I feel like you're what does that mean? Feel like very on-demand classes, what does that mean? Do I have a video on moving average? Okay, I was answering your question about you asking class weekly. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do something, you know, I'm gonna add in Discord, start something. Let's see. what happens, my main issue right now is that since I started this chat room, I have it has cost me a lot. Like when I'm typing, when I'm sending alerts, I miss trades sometimes, I lose focus. So like it's kind of like a little tough challenge for me. That's the biggest thing that I'm facing right now. Maybe I'm gonna do a voice chat. So I'll just put a voice on, and if I see, hey guys, I see PLTR, guys, I see PLTR moving, watch, get into a break or something like that, or like, guys, I'm getting in right now, maybe something like that I'll do. Okay, I do not have a video on the moving average, but honestly, like, just YouTube it, man. Just YouTube moving average. There's just so many videos out there, like, just YouTube of moving average. Basically, a moving average. Okay, so I'll just explain you real quickly here, okay? So if you notice, I don't use anything here on my daily chart. I don't use RSI, I don't use MACD indicator, I don't use anything, okay? Even if you don't use anything, even if you don't use moving averages, it doesn't matter. Honestly, it doesn't even matter. Like, I can remove the moving averages, still it wouldn't matter. Just trade the patterns, okay? Look, so here, PLTR. Alright, look, simple. Just don't even use the moving average. Look, perfect. As long as this broke the trend and now stays outside the trend, right? It means great. That's it. I did not use any moving average, okay? Example, what happens is that the moving average is for when a momentum is caught on a trade. Okay, so for example, you see PLTR is going up and up and up and up. So now when the momentum is caught, that's when the moving averages are used for. Because what happens, usually the stock comes down to the moving average and it bounces up. It acts as support. See, every time movie comes to moving average and support. Similarly here, there's a 9 EMA. Look at how amazing it was. It just simply came on the moving average, ride it all the way. So that's when the moving averages come in. You don't have to get moving averages when you're entering into a trade. That's when, so this helps you. Okay, hey, let's say you got in here and you're like, oh, you know what, as long as this moving average hold, I will hold the stock. So you see, hold. Once the moving average breaks, okay, now I'm gonna get out. So let's see. So now see, look here, you see how like the momentum got caught. And then you see how here momentum got caught, and then once it broke the moving down averages, and it came back down. This just didn't go anymore. So you see how that's why moving averages are like working. So, but if you don't use moving averages, dude, it's fine. So you can just learn it, and that's it. But moving averages don't really work that much. Best would be to use support and resistance. That's what I would suggest. Okay. Did that answer your question? Awesome. Did I miss anybody's question? I'm sorry if I missed somebody's question. Okay, I guess then that's it, guys. Guys, make sure you like this video even if like only 12 people watching. So drop a like if you guys learned something, and subscribe to my channel, and yeah, and guys, if you can share my channel, that would be great. I will love it. That would be awesome. And guys, if you guys help me grow this channel, that would be great. So right now, by the way, like, that's my goal. I mean, guys, there's only few people, so I'll just share it. So my goal right now, I am a trader. I've been trading for about 4 years, and I am still doing part-time job. The reason why, because my only other income is trading. You do not, no matter how great a trader you get, you do not ever want to be a trader who just makes money from trading, because it's gonna mess up with your head. So I still work part-time, like I do IT 4 hours a day. That pays up all my bills. And but still, what happens is that after trading, I go work. So what I'm trying to do is have a second source of income that just pays enough that my bills. So for example, that pays my bills. So just have small classes and stuff like that. That pays my bills, and then I will trade it so I can help out people way better. And that's what my goal is, just to have a second sort of income, and through teaching. And even if I charge with my Discord, it's gonna be very small fee. To anybody getting maybe like a 15-20 bucks, and that's all. So, but yeah, and then I'll be able to do work even better. So that's my goal at the end of the day. Thanks a lot, was great. You're welcome. On phone, Thinkorswim. Alright, Chad, man. Man, on phone you cannot trade. If you want to Thinkorswim, do not trade on phone. It's better to trade on Robinhood if you're using phone. I do not even recommend using phone. Okay, that because just my trading. But let's say if you're in PLTR swing trading, you can do swing trading, but use Thinkorswim or Webull. That's even better. But don't use use Webull and Robinhood. That's better. But Thinkorswim is not a good app for phone. They're not optimized for that. So I wouldn't suggest. Thank you, Zan. Appreciate it. All right, so I'm gonna guys, I'm gonna be doing this more often. And if you guys are interested, just join. You guys are in the chat already, right? In the Discord. So, and if you're not in the Discord, the link is down below. And make sure that you join the Discord if you're not. And then I'll be doing these classes, definitely fairly regularly. I'm working on classes. Maybe I'll do a once a week class. Maybe do a very small subscription, just so that anybody can join in. And again, I love helping out. At the same time, like it's cost me so much time too as well. So I'm gonna do something like where I'm gonna charge a little bit, but at the same time, if somebody cannot pay it, I'll make it free for them. So no matter so that's something like that. I'll do something like that. That way, everybody can join, because I want to make sure if somebody's very, very legit want to be successful in this, I want to make sure I want to give them a shot. All right. So anything else, guys? Question before I hang up? I answered right all the questions. All right, awesome. All right, guys. So I think we're gonna close it. The video is gonna be on it, so you guys can still share, to everybody. And yeah. All right, guys. Take care. Have a good weekend. I had a great day, great week. And oh, one more thing. If you guys are still here, people still here. So I want to talk about something. So I don't know if you guys were following me. I had a loss last Thursday. I took a loss on Thursday, right? And this something people resonate a lot. So then when you take a loss, then what I did, since then I've had continuous green days. Why? Is because when you have a loss, you become very, very emotional. So what you do is that when you have a loss, next day you just focus on having a small green day. And that's what I did. I just made a couple of $100 and I had a very small green day. I made sure that I'm positive, and so that I bring my confidence. Once you bring your confidence back up, once you have a small green day, you forget about your loss, because you just come back to your confidence, because you just forget your losses really quick if you have a good day. Okay, and that's it. And then you build your confidence. So whenever you have a loss, make sure you have a small green day the next day, or just end the day positive. Don't try to revenge trade. Once you do that, you will come back and you'll be back on track. All right, so that's what I wanted to do, something that I thought if you guys learned something from it. All right. All right, guys. Okay, my throat hurts. Long day. All right, guys. So I'm gonna hang up, and I appreciate you guys joining. All right, guys. Take care. Bye bye.